Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, as favorable as the weather was this past weekend, I wish I could say the reports were just as good, but a lot of people walked off the ice disappointed this weekend, which honestly I'm shocked. I thought myself, well, we had everything lined up, the pressure was falling, everything was looking good, but there's obviously something going on that definitely affected the bite. Because definitely the perch bite was off this past weekend, but even the walleye bite was definitely affected by something, and we'll have to figure that out when we can talk to the fish, I guess. But as far as the reports are concerned, a few people had some success out there, especially those that moved around quite a bit and looked for those active fish and then put in a lot of time. A few of the lakes that produced walleyes this past week included Bitter, and I emphasize a few, Wabe, Lynn, Swan, and also Indian Springs. And Indian Springs is a very short bite window, to say the least. Down the southeastern part, the lakes included Ponset, Whitewood, Thompson, 81 Ponds, Island, Brant, East Oakwood, and Madison. Now, what have guys been using? And also, I should mention, some guys have been doing fairly well up in the shallower sloughs. We can't get those names out, obviously, because they want to keep it protected as much as they possibly can. But a lot of the smaller sloughs produce some nice walleyes as well. But what have guys been using? Again, as I mentioned all year long, whatever has rattles in it or glows has worked really well. This past week, a lot of guys are going in and coming into the store and buying a lot of ripping wraps, the custom ripping wraps as well as the regular ones, the slab wraps, jigging wraps, and then also the typical buckshot rattle spoon by Northland, and then the Lindy Rattling Flyer has all worked well. And a lot of them are tipping it just with a minnow head. And as far as the perch bite is concerned, as I mentioned, the perch bite was definitely off. Really a tough bite this past weekend in most areas for perch. But a few were caught at Ponset, Thompson, Big Stone, Whitewood, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, as well as Madison. The bluegills, honestly, this is the time to get out and hit the bluegills because they've been cooperating quite well across the area. Buffalo, Enemy Swim, Henry by Scotland have been producing bluegills, as well as Alvin, and then the Iowa Great Lakes continue to do well for bluegills down there. Now, what have guys been using? Again, live bait, small minnows, or waxworms and maggots have worked really well. And then the jigs, anything tungsten, honestly, the check eye or the Musca jig, or even the banana bug jig by Northland have all worked well, but anything tungsten seems to have done the trick. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about making memories and taking kids fishing. Folks, recently I did a podcast with fishstories.org, and I talked about my passion that I have for fishing and how I got that passion. I got that passion from my dad and my grandfather, who first exposed me to that red and white bobber and a cane pole and catching crappies over at Lake Okabena in southwest Minnesota. That's what we need to do, folks. We need to make sure we pass on our passion for fishing to the kids that are around us, whether or not it be our own kids, our grandkids, or our nieces and nephews. Those are the people that are going to continue on with the sport. So whether or not you're going out ice fishing or open water fishing, make sure you take those kids out there and show them how and why you love to fish. Also, take plenty of photos. Make that memory last. And I look at my walls, and I have never had a fish mounted. My kids have, though, and I look at the fish that are mounted, and I can remember the stories that the fish that were caught that day. Those are memories that are going to last a lifetime, and there's nothing more important than those memories. So as we talk about taking a kid out fishing, those are memories that are going to last a lifetime. They're going to talk about it when you and I are long gone. So do us all a favor. Help the sport out, take a kid fishing, and make a memory that will last a lifetime. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before we end this week's report, I want to bring you up to date on some ongoing sales. Yes, when ice season is coming to an end, and we still have some great buys on some items that you may want to have yet, such as shacks. We still have 4 shacks that remain, such as the one behind me, the clam kenai. is at $225, plus you get a free sweatshirt and a free rod combo. That's unbelievable. We also have the Clam Nanook, also a shack from Chappelle, and then also we have the Otter Cottage. The Otter Cottage is an unbelievable deal, and that's the Pro Cottage. At a great price, plus you get Hyfax at half price. So if you're interested in any one of them, stop on by or give us a call at 605-336-9132. Plus all our remaining ice fishing electronics, rods, jigs, as well as clothing are all on sale. So stop on by and take advantage of the great deals you can have right here at Dakota Angler. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching. And honestly, folks, I truly appreciate it.